Set in the Mudumalai National Park, the story begins with Bauman, a member of the Katanayakan tribe in South India, who is entrusted with caring for a baby Asian elephant named Raghu. From the very beginning, Bauman treats the young elephant with incredible care and affection. Every day, he takes Raghu to the river for a bath, and the little elephant clearly loves playing in the water. Bauman explains that they first found Raghu when he was weak, injured, and barely surviving. After a long drought hit the region, Raghu and his herd wandered closer to human settlements in search of food and water. But tragedy struck when an accident left Raghu badly injured, while his mother was electrocuted and killed. Because Raghu needed constant care to survive, he was brought to the Thepakadu elephant camp, one of the oldest elephant camps in Asia, which has existed for more than 140 years. The camp takes in orphaned and lost baby elephants, raising them until they are strong enough to survive on their own in the wild. Bauman, who has spent most of his life working with elephants, is chosen to care for Raghu alongside his wife, Belly. Caring for elephants has been a tradition passed down through Bauman's family for generations, so he has been surrounded by elephants since childhood. Together, Bauman and Belly dedicate their days to raising Raghu. They feed him, treat his wounds, bathe him every day, and accompany him on walks through the forest while making sure he grows up healthy and safe. Slowly, the fragile little elephant begins transforming into a stronger and more energetic young elephant, and over time they become more than caretakers. This is the Elephant Whisperers. As time passes, Raghu also forms a bond with an older elephant named Krishna. The older elephant helps teach Raghu important survival skills like pulling grass from the ground and removing thorns, along with many other things that only another elephant could truly teach him. As time passes, an incredibly close bond begins to grow between the couple and Raghu. Their daily lives become completely centered around caring for the young elephant deep within the natural forest. Little by little, the emotional connection between humans and animals becomes one of the most important parts of their journey together. Belly explains that Raghu's presence helps her forget many of her fears and anxieties. For a long time, she had always been terrified of tigers, which made her constantly nervous whenever she entered the forest. But after Raghu came into her life, she began feeling safe again, almost as if the young elephant was always protecting her. What makes their bond even more special is how emotionally aware Raghu seems to be. Belly reveals that her daughter had passed away, and the loss left her heartbroken and deeply depressed. Somehow, Raghu appeared to understand her grief. Whenever Belly cried, the young elephant would gently wipe away her tears with his trunk and stay close beside her, almost as though he was trying to comfort her through the pain. Over time, Bauman and Belly begin treating Raghu like their own child, raising him with endless love and affection. To Bauman, Raghu feels like a blessing from God because he believes this elephant understands him emotionally in a way no other animal ever has. Still, like any child, Raghu can also be mischievous at times, especially when it comes to eating. There are moments when he spits his food back out and turns it into a game instead of actually eating it. Even so, Bauman and Belly only scold him lightly and never once hurt him. One day, they prepare Raghu to take part in a ceremony honoring Ganesha, the Hindu god believed to protect elephants. The elephants at the camp are decorated and brought to a temple to receive blessings for protection and safety. Bauman believes that every elephant is a manifestation of Ganesha himself. In his eyes, the elephants they care for today will one day become protectors for humans in return. Then, during another long drought season, Bauman is assigned to care for a second baby elephant named Amu, who is only 5 months old. Amu's arrival immediately adds even more responsibility to their lives at the conservation camp. At first, Raghu struggles to accept the newcomer. Since Amu receives so much attention from Bauman and Belly, Raghu quickly becomes jealous. Amu is more energetic and playful, and Bauman often spends extra time with her, which only frustrates Raghu even more. At one point, Raghu even pushes Amu away just so he can stay close to Bauman and Belly himself. Fortunately, the jealousy does not last forever. Slowly but surely, Raghu begins accepting Amu as part of the family. Now caring for 2 young elephants at the same time, Bauman and Belly become busier than ever. But according to Belly, working together to raise the elephants actually strengthens the bond between her and her husband. Eventually, the couple even holds a grand ceremony to renew their wedding vows. Surrounded by villagers along with Raghu and Amu beautifully decorated for the celebration, the ceremony becomes a joyful and emotional moment for everyone involved. By this point, Raghu and Amu truly feel like children to them. While caring for the two baby elephants, Bahman and Belly are also helped by their granddaughter Sanjana. Even though she is still very young, Sanjana has already grown used to living side by side with elephants. Bahman and Belly teach her that building an emotional bond with the animals is just as important as feeding and protecting them. To them, baby elephants are no different from human children. They also need love, attention, and affection from the people raising them. Then one day, Bahman receives heartbreaking news. Raghu is going to be transferred to another caretaker. The decision leaves both Bahman and Belly devastated, but there is nothing they can do except accept it. Somehow, Raghu also seems to sense that he is about to be separated from the family that raised him. As he is taken away, the young elephant appears weak and unusually quiet. Even Amu reacts emotionally, almost as if she does not want to lose Raghu either. For Bahman, the moment becomes too painful to hold back. After spending years raising Raghu with endless care and affection, he breaks down in tears while watching him leave. Belly feels the same overwhelming sadness. Raghu's departure reminds her of the pain she felt after losing her daughter forever. After everything they went through together, Bahman and Belly no longer saw Raghu as just an elephant. To them, he had become their own child. So when he leaves, it feels as though a part of their family is being taken away from them. Even so, they eventually find the strength to let him go. The separation becomes one of the most emotional moments in their lives because Raghu had become such an important part of their world. After successfully raising two baby elephants at nearly the same time, Belly earns the nickname Elephant Mother, a title she proudly carries. But beyond their personal journey, Bahman and Belly also hope people will become more aware of the importance of protecting forests and wildlife. Illegal deforestation has destroyed many elephant habitats, forcing wild elephants to move closer to human settlements in search of safety, food, and water. Raghu and Amu were lucky enough to be rescued and cared for, but many other baby elephants out there are still separated from their herds and desperately need help. In the end, the story closes with Bahman and Belly placing their hopes in the next generation. The children in their tribe are already being taught how to care for elephants and live peacefully alongside them. One day, they will continue the tradition that has existed for more than a century at the elephant camp. Bahman and Belly hope that more people will care about protecting forests and preserving the entire ecosystem for the future of both humans and animals alike. They eventually become known as the first couple to successfully raise two baby elephants together at the same time. Today, Raghu and Amu have both grown healthy and strong. Raghu is now 7 years old, Amu is 3, and one day, when the time is right, they will finally be ready to return to the wild. So the moral of the story is sometimes the hardest goodbye is not to someone you gave birth to, but to someone you loved like your own child and still had to let go.